Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I finished my coffee, so it's Coffee Talk after my coffee. I've been up for a long time. You know those nights where you just don't really sleep? It's almost like you're awake the whole night in your subconscious, but you just wasn't good sleep. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about our mission, our motivation for things. For so long when I was young, I didn't ever have a grasp of my motivation. I was so selfish to such a degree that my motives for everything I did were ulterior. I seriously, I look back at a time in my life where I don't know that I had a genuine motive for anything that I did. I mean, I'm sure I did somewhere, but overall, I don't know where those were so few and far between. I only did things if it earned points or won friends. I used my power for evil all the time. I just always had an ulterior motive. I didn't have accountability, so it didn't matter to me. I didn't have any tools. It was like, you know, when you first ride a bike and you're going down a hill for the first time and you realize you're in control of this bike, and suddenly that control terrifies you, so you start doing this. That was like my life for years, with a certain level of power and control, but zero tools to use it. So I was just constantly going like this. And I am constantly in my professional life presented with opportunities where I can further my career. There is no better time for me to operate with ulterior motives professionally than there is right now. Yet, when you know better and you do better, it is a different level of power. I can't do it. I want to, but I can't. When the second season of Jersey Belle came up and I realized that I was going to have to change the content and fight with friends and create problems that weren't there, and I was like, I can't do that. I just can't do it. And it was presented to me literally do you realize you will lose this show? And I was like, yes, I realize it. I cried behind the scenes for months over it. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do something with an ulterior motive. What was I if I was somebody whose sole motive was to be on TV or be famous? Then what? What do I stand for? Nothing. Then all the work I've done for myself is void. But man, so I put everything I had into Coffee Talk because it fulfilled me. It mattered. It was work that mattered to people. People watched it and they approached me. Jersey Belle fans approached me like this. Oh, hey, I love your show. Coffee Talk fans approach me like this. I love you. You see the difference? I love you. When you do something that matters to people, you know, because you feel it. And it gives you accountability and it gives you purpose. So I get messages from people that go, why pillow talk? Why do you have to talk about sex? And I go, you see, small-minded. That's how you see it. You see it as me selling out, talking about sex. You couldn't be more wrong. When I got married to Michael and we started having children, there was nothing for me. There was no resource. Maybe every once in a while, a 100-word paragraph in a random parenting magazine about changes or lack of communication or a dry spell in your sex life, but nobody was talking about what I was going through. Nobody. You know how that made me feel? Completely alone. I thought I was the only one. Do you know how isolating it is to be a new mom and feel like you're the only one in the world whose husband isn't doing what he's supposed to be doing? Or that things in your marriage are falling apart? So I decided, if there's a void in the marketplace for information, I'm going to give it because I know better. So I'm going to try to do better. Pillow Talk is not about sex. It's about keeping people who want to be together. If you're watching Pillow Talk, it's because you still believe in the relationship you're in. You may be hanging on by a thread, but you're still hanging on. You may be newlyweds. You may be just boyfriend and girlfriend, but you are excited about your future together. You may be single and wondering, what do women wish men knew? I know what I wish they knew, or I'm a man and I wish I'd like to know, whatever. My contribution is a discussion. It's just a discussion about letting people know they are not alone. If I can help one person feel like they are enough, that they are not the only one hanging on by a thread some days, that they are not the only one who has gone to bed happy but woke up sad for no reason, who has felt completely lonely in a room full of people, then I'm doing my life's work. You know, I don't make Coffee Talk religious for a million reasons, because I don't think you have to be religious or even believe in religion in any capacity to be a good person. You can want to grow in kindness and the human connection and believe in Snoopy. I don't think you know where my faith lies, but I don't push that on anyone because that's not my agenda. But I did learn something, and I'm paraphrasing. They never said the weapons wouldn't form, only that they wouldn't prosper. And whenever I feel like people are trying to derail me from my mission in life, my why, I go back to that. There are people who don't want me helping other people. They will form weapons against me or you or her or your friend or your sister or whoever because they don't want to see you grow. Your growth, my growth, terrifies them. They liked it better when we were reckless and hurtful because we served their purpose, not our own. When you live in your why, when you are interested in helping other people get where you are, when you won't sell out for X, Y, and Z, they don't know what to do with that because most of the world sells out. So when you are original in your thinking of, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the reality show asshole. I don't want to be that. And I'm not going to sit on a panel with moms 15 years younger than me who are claiming to be experts about nothing. I'm sorry, 26-year-old person, you are not an expert. First of all, expert, parenting expert, but I don't even buy into that, P.S., because unless you've parented my child in the middle of her tantrum, you're not an expert on my child. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, and you shouldn't do it either. When people try to sell you on their way, if it compromises your why, run the other way. Don't do it. If it doesn't feel good, if it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, if it has an ick factor, it isn't for you. And when you say no, it's not for me, the weapons will form quickly. And they will try to hurt you and make you feel bad about yourself. But you know what? Help people anyway. So I will not stop talking. I will coffee talk and pillow talk people within an inch of their life, because when you know better, you do better. And if I have something to offer to help the next woman feel better about herself, I am going to do it until my last breath. So form all the weapons you want. Okay. I love you so much today. Have a great day.